Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, the Most High, our Creator and our Power, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh. In the name of His only begotten Son, our Lord, our Savior, and our Deliverer, the Messiah, who the world ignorantly calls JC. His name is Yahweh Shai. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makakodash. And double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. This lesson is going to be a response to a video that the elder brother, Amawan Gabar did, right? Which it was based on a post, which, I had seen the post earlier today, but, the spirit got on the brother to do a video, and, as I watched the video, hey, the spirit is on that. Because, matter of fact, let me first speak about what that actual post is, right? So there was a post that somebody uploaded similar to this, right? This is my own calendar that I circled, right? Because, people they give into folly, man. They always think shit is funny. They think shit is a game and it's all a joke, because the post that I seen, right, which was on TikTok, is a screenshot just like this. But they have a laughing sound on the video, right? Just retarded laughing sound of somebody just laughing hysterically and just, unnecessarily hard, as if it's just a joke. And I can't wait for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah to judge these people, man, especially these people that's taking him lightly, that's, blaspheming his name, that think, the Lord is just something to play with, man, something to brush off, right? But the quote, not the quote, but the post, it said, did anybody notice that the year 2025 starts with WTF, right? Which the so-called year 2025 begins on a Wednesday, right? And it was pointed out that the year 2020 also started with WTF, right? And 2020 was very much so a what the fuck year. A lot of shit happened that caught a lot of people off guard, We already know what went on at the beginning of 2020, right? We know how much that particular event impacted America specifically, really the whole world, but especially America. We know how much impact that had on people, and how terrified people was during the time of 2020, how much it changed the society as we knew it prior to 2020. So much changed. So many lives was lost. So many jobs was lost. So many people became rich, right? We know who. So many people became poor. The way so-called the health the way healthcare and everything dealing with medicine, the way that is ran, and the way the medical, different medical centers are ran, everything, it changed a lot. A lot of people are still fearful to this day. A lot of people still wear masks to this day because of what happened in 2020, right? That was a pivotal year. But you know how they say there's a climax to a story, but hey, this is the Lord's story, which is much more dramatic than anything anybody can write. There's multiple climaxes, right? Because you can call 2020, whatever, the events that happened in 2020, you can call that a climax. Because shit went downhill real fast. But guess what? It's going to continue to go downhill. It's going to continue to worsen. It's going to continue to intensify. So just like 2020 was a WTF year, so is 2025. And I'm going to start off with Romans 13 and 11 in the NLT. And this is particularly to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, that think, because like I said in the beginning, a lot of people just taking this as a joke. Like, oh, shit, here we go again. As if it's just that simple. As if it's just that, what's the things that's coming, you're not going to be able to brush them off. You're not going to be able to take those things lightly, man. These things that's coming are about to affect people directly. A lot of people are going to be in a lot of distress. There's going to be a lot of mourning in 2025, man. A lot of people that's alive today, they're not going to be around throughout the whole 2025. A lot of people are going to die the night going into 2025. A lot of people is going to die real soon into 2025, man. We're going to see more rappers and musicians and more actors, more so-called preachers and pastors dying. We're going to see a lot of people catching judgment in 2025, man. And call all Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for that, because it's about time these people get humbled, man. And it's going to be a very, very turbulent year, but that's not saying, because obviously we don't know when the Lord is, Yahushua is going to come back. We don't know when he's going to get that commandment to come back and finish things off, but we know for sure that there's going to be a time of great trouble before the Lord comes back, man. And 2025, hey, we gonna see. I'm me personally, I'm excited, and I'm anxious to see what the Spirit puts on Elder Apostle Tahar to coin this year coming up. And to see these things play out. But Romans 13 and 11 in the NLT, it says, this is all the more urgent, right? This message that the prophets have, that the prophets have been had, beginning with the apostles, going back, I was about to say centuries, decades. The same message. The message has always been urgent, but it's much more urgent, seeing that we're that much closer to the things that are being warned of coming to pass. It's much more urgent. Just like, when the alarm goes off for a tornado or for a hurricane or any other natural disaster, the message or that warning, that alarm is urgent as it is. But as that storm draws more and more near, it becomes that much more urgent. But eventually that warning is going to stop, because it's not going to be any reason to warn, because shit is popping. It's in full effect. But it says for you, this is all the more urgent for you to know how late it is. Time is running out. Wake up, for our salvation is nearer now than when we first believed. Okay? Our salvation is nearer than when we believe, man. And we believe our salvation is close, but it's closer than we think it is. Hey, the scriptures speak about how the days are being shortened for the elect's sake, man. Lord willing, we be of the elect. The days are being shortened every day. A minute, I remember years ago being in school. I don't know why, but I used to randomly just watch the clock and see how long it took for a second to go by. Just watching the clock and just timing it, just being bored, being weird like I am. But I do that today, not literally today, but I do that in this time, and a second is no longer as long as it used to be. A second is still a second, but it's not as long as it used to be, because the days are being shortened. The sun is going down, or the sun is going around the earth faster. And you can feel it. You can see it, man. There's no time in the day anymore. So time is running out, because there's going to come a time where, again, those things that the Lord has the prophets speaking, those things are going to begin to manifest. So it's time for, particularly you Israelites, to wake up, man. Make yourself ready to the battle, because we're in the time of war. The less prepared you are for war, the more vulnerable, the more susceptible to death and other dangers you are. Just like any test, man, the more time you have to study for that test, the better off you are, the better chances you have of passing that test. There's gonna come a time where it ain't gonna be no more quizzes, ain't gonna be no more essays and things like that, man. The final, the test is coming. And for Jake that think that, you got all the time in the world, you don't, man. You don't. Even if you don't think you got forever, but you think you got a lot of time, you don't. Proverbs 19:21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that shall stand. And the counsel of the Lord is always going to stand, right? The word devices, it means plans, right? Or intentions. Everybody got a plan. It's people that's making plans for 2025 right now. Oh, 2025, in the spring, we trying to go on this trip. We trying to go to the Bahamas, or we trying to go to, Bora Bora or Fiji or Turks and Caicos. We trying to get this family reunion together. We trying to do this. We trying to do that. Hey, 2025 is going to be a selfish year. I'm going to be focusing on myself, and I'm going to do this and do that. It's going to get better, man. Hey, y'all, we had a rough couple years, but it's all good because 2025 going to be all of our year. All that shit, this false hope that everybody has, these expectations and, this foolish optimism that people have, because the optimism is not towards the kingdom of heaven, it's towards earthly things, right? The fashion of this world passeth away, and it's quickly passing away. The end is not coming. It's not just coming, but it's coming fast, right? But it says, nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, right? The counsel meaning the purpose of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, that shall stand. All your plans is not going to come to pass. You can say you're going to do this, that, and the third, but if it's not in the Lord's will, it's not going to happen. 2025, a lot of people they're optimistic about it. Some people they have this pessimistic spirit, and they know, hey, shit ain't gonna get better. There's no sign of anything getting better. You have people who are being realistic, and they see, hey, the way shit going right now, hey, this is gonna be a collapse. It's gonna be, the threat of war is that much greater now. There's no sign of things turning or even staying how it is, right? Things is not going to stay consistent or so-called neutral. It's going to get bad. People know that. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people are delusional. 2 Timothy 3:1, right? And part of the counsel or the purpose of the Lord is that a fire be kindled. And only in order for a fire to be kindled, there has to be friction, man. Tension. Okay? There has to be issues in the earth in order for that fire to be kindled, man. The fire being kindled representing the tribulation, the different afflictions, right? Increased adversity in everybody's life. It's going to be harder for people to work. It's going to be harder for people to keep a job for those who are working. Car insurance is going to go up. Food is still going up, and it's going to go up even more, right? We're going to see hyperinflation. Inflation is going to look like nothing compared to hyperinflation, because there's things being done, plays being ran, pieces being moved behind closed doors, right? The Lord is doing things, and people don't see the effects of it right now. They don't really, you see a little bit of inflation. You see gas going up, it fluctuates. Food is expensive, again, different things, little small things that people notice, but it's going to be more and more drastic things, more changes in people's lives that they're going to see, man. Damn, man, it's not getting better. But then, Esau, he going to come with his solution, or his false solution, man, his pseudo miracle. the thing to end all insecurity, which is the MOTB. And shit gonna get real, man. It's gonna keep getting real. 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Perilous meaning dangerous, man. And if you didn't know that we in the last days, I don't know what the hell where you been. These are very much so the last days, man. And yeah, our grandparents been saying for decades, oh, we in the last days. Our parents been saying, oh, we in the last days. We saying it now, but guess what? There's gonna come a time where you gonna know, right? Like the apostles say, you gonna know we in Jacob's trouble. It ain't gonna be no question or no confusion about it. You gonna know when we in Jacob's trouble, and when you just can't catch a break. You gonna know it's the Lord bringing these things, these evils on earth. And we are in the last days, man. How much longer we have left in this captivity, we don't know. But we know is this captivity is coming to an end, and we have to be freed from this captivity through much tribulation. There's no easy way out of this. There's no simple or there's no simple way out of this. Ezekiel 12:24. For there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel, right? And the vision represents the prophecy. And it's not saying that the prophecy is vain, but people think it's vain, right? Like the scriptures say. The Most High is not slack, as some men count slackness, right? Some people think the Lord is chilling and he's just procrastinating, or he forgot what he said. No. It's not going to be any more vain vision nor flattering divination, right? People saying, oh, it's going to get better. It's going to be a time of peace, right? This too shall pass, as they like to say. No. Because as the scriptures say, the vision is yet for an appointed time. And that time is appointed by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All we do is watch for those signs and those visions. But the Lord is the one, let me keep going. For I am the Lord Yahweh. I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. Because the Lord said, his word will not return unto him void, but it shall accomplish in the thing whereto he sent it. The things that, the things that the prophets are speaking, you think those are of none effect, but those things are going to be fulfilled. It shall be no more prolonged, for in your days, O rebellious house, talking about you Israelites, will I say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord Yahweh. And we getting, as we get closer to the end, the Lord is going to perform more and more. He's already performing things. Things are happening, man. We see the tensions arising in between the nations, bringing in war, right? The Lord is mustering the hosts of the battle. He will continue to do so. We see, food becoming more and more insecure because it's tainted, it's defiled. There's a lot of things being recalled. A famine is about to come to pass. We see the financial security is dwindling. We see the signs of this collapse. We see the signs of more and more civil war, more division. We see the signs. But the Lord going to intensify those things, right? And those troubles are going to be more and more frequent because they're likened unto the birth pains, right? In which contractions, not only do they get more and more intense and more painful, but they get more and more frequent. Again, people gonna know that we in Jacob's trouble because they ain't gonna be able to catch no break, man. And they're not gonna be able to turn it back. Right? It said it shall be as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Because they're going to think everything is all good. It seems like things is about to, turn around. Things is changing for the better. Next thing you know, some shit that you ain't never expect happened. Worse than you ever experienced. That's, set you right back and multiplied. 2 Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And as long as we're watching, we're not going to be caught off guard. We're not going to be unaware of what's going on, right? We're remaining attentive to the events that's happening in the world. And not everybody is measuring the times diligently in itself, because there's a lot of people out there who are up to date on the current events and the different the events going on in the world. They're up to date on the condition and the state of society. They know, a lot of people know that there's going to be a financial collapse. A lot of people know that there's going to be a World War III. A lot of people know these things, but they're not using those things and referring back to the scriptures, man. It's one thing to watch, but then there's another thing to filter those things through the scriptures as it pertains to prophecy, because those things that are happening are prophecy. Not everybody sleep. Not everybody is unaware of what's going on. It's some people that know very well what's going on. It's people that's reporting on the things in the earth. They have some real good information. But do they know that that's going to lead to prophecy? Well, a lot of people do now because of the apostles and the elders and the bishops, because they're watching. Everybody watching. Right, but we approaching that time in which the Lord is going to visit the world which he made. And again, he's already performing. He's already visiting. But he's going to begin to visit more and more. He's going to send out more spirits created for vengeance. We're going to see more death, more pestilences, more viruses that ain't got no remedy, no cure. We're going to see more division within households and within the city, man. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. All right, so we're going to start seeing more and more manifestation of the Lord's visitation. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. Okay, and the Lord gives us different signs and different tokens of the things to come by way of different events, right? The constellation, the stars, the moon, the behavior of the people, and also, through omens. The Lord sends different omens, right? Like a few years ago, these devils, they was playing with CERN, and they got that message of tekel, meaning your kingdom is weighed in the balance. Meaning what? Going back to what we started off with, Romans 13 and 11, right? The time is running out. Those bounds that this devil was appointed that he cannot pass, he's reaching his limit. So we gotta stay focused, man. We gotta continue to stay aware, stay vigilant in these times. And I'm gonna end off with this. Ephesians 5 and 15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil," right? Redeeming the time, meaning being mindful, considering the times that you're in, man. Watching for those signs, watching paying attention to the prophecy. Okay, walking circumspectly, meaning, hey, keeping your head on the swivel, always looking. The scriptures tell us to watch unto prayer. All right, while we're watching, we praying for mercy, we praying for guidance, we praying for strength and endurance for those things that we see taking place, man. And we praying for protection from the evils that's gonna be around us. All right, so hey, Lord willing, 2025 be a what the F year, man. Meaning more judgment, more prophecy being fulfilled, us being closer to the kingdom of heaven and closer to the end of this captivity, man. Okay, Lord willing, this was edifying, and with that, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. DTA Abba Babal, Kwame Australia. Till next time, Shalom.